All right, everybody, we're going to be talking over a couple of stretches that were common for patients to come in struggling with the area of the upper back, neck. So the two muscle groups that we're going to talk about today are the trap muscles and the scalene muscles. Your traps are these big ones right here, right? The big hawks on these wrestlers of the world, but also the scalenes. They're smaller muscles that'll be on the side of the neck. And there's 3 scalene muscles, and they're not that big, but they play an important part for us clinically because the nerves that come out of the neck that head down the arms go right through those scalenes. They kind of do a basket weave between those muscles. So when those muscles get tight, it's easy for them to pinch up on that nerve supply, and it's common to make things like numbness and tingling and weakness and issues, neurological issues down the arms, makes it worse. So these stretches are to help you to have in your toolbox to be able to keep those muscle groups loose and help yourself even further. So let's go through them. Your trap muscles, the big ones first. The way to stretch that is the easiest way is to sit, and then you're going to simply tip the head straight to the side. Now that's the first part of the stretch. This is a big muscle. So just go to where you start to feel that stretch. Don't go too far and hurt yourself. If you have a tendency of leaning the whole body, the way to nip that cheat is to take and sit on your hand. And so if you sit on that hand, it anchors the arm and it won't go anywhere. Then you can tip to the side real easy. You'll feel a nice stretch in there. And so you'll hold that for about 30 seconds. But then the next step to that trap stretch will be to tip sideways and then look downward. And you'll bring the head sort of down towards that other armpit. That's going to give a better stretch to the back side of that trap muscle. Works really, really well for that. So then you obviously go to the other side, do the same thing on both sides. The scalene muscles, that one's a little trickier, so you're just going to have to kind of hang with me. It might take a little bit of practice on your end to get good at this, but you can do it, right? Scalenes are a little bit more towards the front side of the neck. So you're going to have to stretch that muscle out. The way to do that will be to tip to the side slightly until you just start to feel a little bit of that trap stretch, but then turn your neck so that you almost look at the ceiling directly above you. And it's going to require you to turn and tip, and so you're going to elongate that area of the neck. And it might take some practice to kind of manipulate your head and put it in the correct position to get that stretch, but you will feel that all along that front side of the throat. That's the scalenes. And so, of course, you're going to do the same thing to the other side. You're going to tip and then turn up towards the ceiling and back a little bit until you can elongate the muscles, the scalene muscles on the other side. And again, all of these stretches you'll want to hold for a good 30, 45 seconds. Go slow with those. Stay controlled with it. If any of those stretches, since it's around the neck, give you any difficulty or sharp pains, you let me know. We'll walk our way through it. But there you go. Those are the stretches for the traps and the scalenes.